Great evening. I'm wearing my Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association.org shirt. Constitutional Peace Officer Constitutional CSPOA Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association.org is the website. So if you're so I've been, I don't know how, I don't remember how many times I've been done repeated this, so I'm just going to say it one more time. There's people who have figured out that they can use their voices to create fear, and they thrive on it. That's a whole business. So you know what I'm doing right now? I'm watching Santa Surfing. We're talking about Port Canaveral, Florida. They're saying that they can hear people screaming in containers, and then there's actual, what looks like anti-missile defense systems disguised as containers. That's what it looks like. But either way, to sit there and talk about it and complain about it and provide no solutions and allow the media to profit on the anticipation of hopefully these children get rescued, or hopefully some terrorist gets pinned for trying to smuggle anti-defense missiles into our country. That's the problem. You guys are so sick. That's what's sickening to me. If you can if you can talk about people crying in containers for more than 5 minutes, for more than 12 seconds, for more than 2.5 seconds, conscious decision. I just heard someone screaming in a container. What am I gonna do? Try to help them out. If I can't, I'm gonna call someone that can help them out. Right? So the fact that I've been hearing this same story for almost 3 days, and then no wonder you got hurricanes in Georgia and in Florida and then wherever else it went. North Carolina, God bless North Carolina. Oh my goodness. Praying for North Carolina. I hope, because you know what? So, how much money did we send to? They don't represent me, but how much money did they use in the name of vein of the United States government to send out to fund wars and um, money laundering? They're not even countries. They're stolen territories, and they launder money in them. Zelensky knows what I'm talking about. President Putin definitely knows what I'm talking about. So, if you don't have enough money to help the people here in our country, and you have enough money to pay people on television to complain about the problems in our country, that, like, you don't deserve to walk in public without, like, someone's smashing egg on your face, getting pied, something like that. And then, like, God forbid someone shoots you in public, because we don't want to hurt anyone. You know, God says don't hurt. But for those who would cause anyone, any of the little ones. So I don't know. You all got another thing coming. I don't know. I'm not going to change the law, but I'm just saying, like, what you guys are doing is beyond bad. Like, Kamala Harris. No, come Jesus. Forget Harris. Forget Allah and Harris. Come Jesus. Why you call her Kamala? Huh? Forget about that. We're not into it. And I tell you what, having participated in the military as a naive young man with very much ability, very special skills, was overqualified, had to change my MOS compared to now because even 25, how long was it? Almost 20 years later, nothing there. I was just observing and I was like, this looks weird. You know what I mean? Like, I never talked to anyone, I never did any, like, sneaking around when I was supposed to be asleep. Like, never did none of that stuff. No, it just I always had that feeling. It didn't feel right with me. And then when I would talk to the people that I was talking to, the people that were supposed to be in charge of me, not my army, but the people that were teaching us because I was on a privately contracted base. They would never they said, "Oh, no, we just take attendance." You know? So, just think about it like that. You got these people who are getting paid to complain about the problem instead of guiding you to think about, hey, maybe we should get better leadership in our towns. Maybe we should hold people accountable to the oaths they've sworn. Maybe, just maybe, we could look at the curriculum that the schools are teaching my son and my daughter. Maybe, you know what I mean? This is like, it should be automatic, but I don't know. To me, like, you know what I mean? As everybody wants to sound polite. No, you don't have to be polite when it's coming to reality. You know what I mean? These people are stuck in an illusion thinking that men in skirts can run an army. If you believe that, your life expectancy doesn't exist. That's exactly what they're trying to do to you. They're trying to extinct you from this planet. And planet, I don't mean a solar system. I mean this little portion of the plane, this little piece of the plane, planet. That's why they want you to wear a skirt and try to lead an army. Think about that. And I'm not talking about men in kilts, because that's something else. I ain't talking about Braveheart. I'm talking about these little boys with blue hair wearing skirts pretending they can be in the military. Got another thing coming. But I don't want to end on a negative note. I just want to let you know that no matter who's speaking to you, no matter who's on the television screen, no matter whose idea it is, just like mine, me, I come from a negative, aggressive, hard to forgive, uh, trying to forgive, can't forget type of mentality. That's where I come from. As probably most people. You know what I mean? So, but that's the moral of the story. This is what the moral of the story is. One of my brothers, one of my best brothers, one of my best friends, like, he's my brother. But he's not my brother with the same blood, but he's my brother. I was talking to him yesterday. I'm like, yo, what's going on? He's like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, I'm just doing this, doing that. And I said, guess what? Yada yada, blah blah. I said, you know what the hardest part was for me? He said, no, I don't know. And I said, let me tell you. I said, hardest part for me was, the easy part was to forgive. You know what I mean? To tell myself I can forgive you. You know what I mean? And then, but the hardest part is to forget, because every time you remember and you something that triggers you, that reminds you of that situation that you had to forgive someone with, it basically, like, they say, like, if you understand the mind, they say that's certain, just experiencing things, just thinking about things, dreaming about things, definitely dreaming about things. I bet you this is even more intense, but just thinking about and like visualizing and going through maneuvers in your mind, and even watching them on a television screen, it uses the same part of the brain as if you're actually doing it. Maybe not thinking about it and visualizing it. I bet you it uses that part and a little bit more, but just watching it like makes you believe that, you know what I mean? So you get satisfied. That's why people are addicted to Hollywood entertainment. Hollywood. You know what Hollywood is? Hollywood. These people, they're doing terrible things. But anyway, that's the end of the story. It's not the end of the story. That's just part. Who knows what part this is, but it's just one of the parts. So, have a nice day.